Guys, what's up? And today I am going to be telling you something that most teams don't tell you about um, players signing autographs. This goes for any sport, NASCAR, football, any auto racing, um, hockey, any kind of soccer, like any kind of league. This pretty much goes for every team. Some teams may have a little bit different rules than what I'm about to tell you. This is just what my team had when I was playing. Now I'm coaching there, so we still have it. But here's something that not everyone knows. Like, rarely people will know this. Let's get into the video. Okay, so, with signatures, it's a difficult thing, especially if you have, like, social anxiety and stuff like that, to physically go up to a player or a driver or whatever the fuck the athlete is called and ask for a signature. Yeah, like, that seems kind of hard if you, like, don't know how to ask them, or it's kind of a weird situation, or they're on the phone or something. Well, you don't have to go up and ask them. Here's the thing that most people do not know about this. Um, if you want to, go up to them, go right ahead, but you don't have to. Except if you want a picture or a picture with that autograph, then you do physically have to go up to the player because last time I checked, there's no fucking holograms in any kind of sports. So, here's what you would do if you don't want to go up to the player and you don't want to go up to, and you don't want to like have a picture taken with them. You can take a picture when you get home or Photoshop anything. I'm not against any of that. Like, if you want to Photoshop, go right ahead, dude. Not really my style, but okay, you do you. You can literally take the hat, the puck, the ball, whatever you want to have signed, and put it in a package. Make sure there's a return address there. You will not get it back if there's no return address. They literally just will keep the hat in a little place where you can claim it. If maybe you go down to the arena once, and you have to like go up to the office where the GM is and ask for it, and like, so make sure there's a return address. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go through a lot of bullshit to get what you just bought back. You can send it in with a package or like any kind of thing. I probably wouldn't do it unless it's a trading card, which, yeah, definitely do that if you want to. Those can be worth a lot of money, especially when signed, if the player does really good in their career. Um, here's You can send it in, make sure there's a return address. Don't open it, make sure it's not a bomb, because you never know these days. You just never know. And so they'll check if it's a bomb, and then they'll call up the player if he's not already in and be like, hey, next time you're down here, could you come down to the arena and sign this for us? And most players, like 99.9% of players, will actually sign it for you. Like, if you go up to most athletes, they're very personable. They're signing anything you want. If they're not busy, like, I remember this one year, I think it was like at Watkins Glen, Matt Kenseth, the fan had like jumped the fence and came onto the track and asked him during a red flag stop, like, hey, could you sign this? Most of the time, a player would be like, yeah. Under those circumstances, when like when play is going on, it's a red flag, so it's not technically going on. But like when he's actually like doing something, like in a race like that, you don't do that. They'll reject you, and if security catches you, they're gonna throw you right out. You're not gonna be able to come back. You're probably gonna be banned from ever going into that stadium again, or a sports venue, whichever you want to call it, whichever you go into. So yeah, just send it in. If you have social anxiety, don't want to have to go through the trouble and ask them. They'll sign it, and then they will. Here's the kicker. They will send it back to you free. All you have to do is just pay one little stamp, and send it in there. Then they'll send it right back to you free, signed and everything. Usually it'll take about 1 to 2 weeks if the player's in. But if it's off season, it can take a little bit longer, maybe like 3 or 4, or maybe a month. Like that. Like so, probably you want to do it as soon as possible once you get that if you do want it to get signed, because in the off season it's going to be harder to get a hold of that player. Sure, you can a team like can go through different steps. I'm pretty sure they have contact information on every single player. I know they do me. Don't ask; they will not give it to you because privacy and all that stuff. But you don't actually have to go up to the player physically. You can just send it in and they'll send it back. However, here's where the different rules come in. Some venues will let you like have a little blank piece of paper or a new card or something and sign that. Some of them don't. Here's why some venues won't do that, because if it's a blank piece of paper, it's easier to copy because you can just like place a piece of paper or two down on that and just copy it right off of that. So it's a lot easier to copy a signature. That's if you're doing that. Most venues probably won't let you do that. They'll just be like, no, you can't sign it. Like even players, like we're told, hey, uh, we're not allowed to sign anything that's blank or note card. At least that's how it is with my organization. Could be a lot different through other organizations, or the rule could change from you can sign note cards but you can't sign blank pieces of paper, or you can sign blank pieces of paper but you can't sign note cards. It really just depends on the franchise that you're asking for it. So you don't actually have to go up to them. You can just send it in, they'll sign it, boom, and you're done. It's really that easy. I wanted to make this video because a lot of people don't actually know that you don't have to physically go up to the person and have them sign it. Like me, I have no problem going up to a player or somebody I look up to and be like, "Hey, could you sign this?" As a player, like I know that it can be a little bit annoying, but we're always there for the fans when they want something signed or something like that. We'll always put what we're doing aside. Like I remember this one guy, his name was Brendan McNally, I think. Um, he was talking on the phone and somebody asked him to sign something. He signed it, and then they said because he had fallen off the bench and then scored, uh, and the person when they're about to walk away, they said you gotta fall off the bench more often. He laughs a little bit. So yeah, like we can multitask like that. Like I remember Trevor Lewis, like when I was going on the bus from like Wheeling to Cincinnati one year, because we had just played a game there, played for Cincinnati, and I think we lost that game. But a little kid went up to this guy, I think his name was Trevor Lewis, not the one in the NHL. Definitely not the one in the NHL. He was a good player though. Louis was a good player there. But a little kid went up to him. He was on the phone with his mother, talking about some family stuff. Okay, solid point. The kid just went up to him, didn't say anything. He signed it. Boom, transaction done. So you don't actually have to go up to a player. Like you can if you want. If you like, players are very personable. You can definitely like have somebody sign like a training card or your shirt or a stick or a football or your batting gloves or a baseball, like things like that. You can definitely have them sign that. They will sign it 100% of the time. There's no problem there. But you don't have to actually go up to the player. You can just send it in. It annoys me that not a lot of people know that because it can be very useful. Because nowadays, a lot of people have social anxiety. So this can help, like, make it easier on people to get stuff signed. And, like, it makes the fans happy, which is always a priority in the entertainment industry, make the people that you're serving happy. But if you want to send it in, go ahead. 100%. Send it in as fast as you can. They'll sign it, give it back to you. But also, the players will always make a effort to be there for the fan and be like, hey, you wanted this signed? Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. And that's it.